Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted, actually this morning I was just thinking about something before I was just sitting in my car before I actually had to go in to work, and I was just thinking about the Wendy Williams situation, and this is something that I just wanted to share on my channel, and this is actually something that I realized when it came down to Wendy Williams, that everything that Wendy, I believe this. Everything that Wendy Williams is going through, like people are saying all of this erratic behavior, and she's not stable, she's not healthy, she's not in a good mental space. But what I found out about Wendy is that everything that Wendy has been going through, it didn't start happening until she started going through everything with her ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like that's when everything started to go downhill for Wendy, as far as her health, as far as her, going into drugs and alcohol, and, her being deemed or being seen as just incompetent, and that she's not mentally stable, and all of that. Like all of that stuff and all of this erratic behavior that we're seeing with Wendy. And I believe that all of that didn't start until she started going through everything with her ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you be with somebody for 20 plus years and find out that for many years they've had a mistress, that they've been taking care of their mistress with your money, and that not only that is that my husband that I've been married to for all of these years go out and get another woman pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So you have a mistress on the side, you taking care of her with my money, and then you get her pregnant, and then it's like you just drop me, just leave me like that high and dry. And it's like something like that can really have a toll on someone mental state and emotional state, and it can really cause a person to really hit rock bottom. I mean, it can cause a person to go into like a nervous breakdown, if something like that happened, you know what I'm saying, with your husband and someone you really loved, and someone that you really cared about, and someone that you gave half of your life to, and you find out that they've been cheating, they have a mistress, they have a baby on the way, they've been taking care of this woman with your money, buying this woman, fancy, all of this nice jewelry, fancy clothes, cars, and all of that. And then not only that is that when they went through their divorce, Wendy had to pay out money. She had to pay him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why Wendy is going through what she's going through, and I believe that she has not healed. And it's like everything that she's doing, it's like she's trying to feel this hurt, or she's trying to fill this void, because she has not gotten over it, she hasn't overcome it, and she has not been healed just from what her ex-husband did to her. And we're all human, and we're all people, and we all have feelings, and we all have emotions, and it's just that you just never know how things can become so serious, and the seriousness of just a person's actions, and how it can really traumatize you, and how it can really damage you. And because when everything was okay, Wendy wasn't out drinking and partying. Like, you didn't see Wendy out before all of this stuff broke with what her ex-husband now was doing to her. Like, you didn't see Wendy out at strip clubs, and you didn't see her out partying like that. You didn't see her out drinking and all of that. And she just acting crazy and acting like she wasn't doing that when she was with her husband. All of this stuff didn't spiral, and her behavior didn't spiral out of control until she went through all of that. And it was just so much in the public, and it was just so much in the public, and all of that had to be displayed in the public. And then you're thinking about just humiliation and embarrassment, and all of this being played out in the public. And all of that can really impact your self-esteem, your self-confidence. It could just really do something to you as a woman, because you're thinking like, I've been with you, and I've been there for you, and I've taken care of you, and I've given you pretty much everything you needed, everything you have, everything you needed basically came from me. And it's like you basically just worked your way up off my fortune, and off my stardom. And then it's like, this is what you do to me, this is how you treat me, and it's very degrading and it's very disrespectful. And it's sort of like, as a woman, it's like, okay, what is it that she have and I don't? What is it that she does for you that I don't? Like, is she better than me? Does she look better than me? Does she have more than me? And things like that. Because as women, we tend to think about things like that, especially when a man just leaves you and go be with another woman, or he's been cheating on you and he decides to leave you, that he don't want to be with you no more, and he actually wants to be with his mistress. Stuff like that can really take a toll. And I don't know if Wendy Williams is on that path of healing, but she hasn't gotten over what her ex-husband did to her, and she's not healed, she's not whole, she's not healthy, she's not okay. But it's just that, just how he did her, and she hasn't been right since then. She hasn't been right since everything went down with her ex-husband. And that was just something that I've been thinking. I was sitting in my car this morning and I was just sort of thinking about. But it's like you're either going to, keep going down this path and keep doing this. Because see, the thing about it is, her ex-husband is like, you haven't been the same since the two of you split, okay? Since the two of you got a divorce and you found out he was cheating, he had a mistress, he had a baby on the way. And it's like, but the thing about it is, it's like, you're out of control, you're out of your mind, you're unhealthy, you're unstable. And I believe a lot of this is stemming from just what went down as far as how he did her. It's like he's moving on with his life. He's still with her. Last time I knew, they were engaged to get married. That the money that Wendy had to pay him, as far as in the divorce settlement, that he took that money and opened up like a restaurant. So it's like he's living his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like there may not be no worries on his end, but yet you're still greatly impacted by it. You're still greatly affected by it. And it's showing in your behavior. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're either going to choose to, because he's moved on, so it's like you're either going to choose to wake up and get yourself together and really be serious about the help you need, or you're just going to stay on this path of just, where you need healing, and that's going undealt with, and that you're unstable, and that's going undealt with, and that you have, your mental is impacted, and that's going undealt with. So it's like you're either going to deal with it, you're either going to face it, and you're going to really, really get the help that you need and overcome this. Like, it hurts, and it probably hurts like heck. I'm sure it does. But she has to make a choice, you know what I'm saying? Because everything that she's doing, she's trying to cover up, and she's trying to suppress the hurt, because she hasn't healed and she hasn't gotten past what he did to her. So, like, going out to the strip clubs and drinking and drugs and hanging out with all kinds of different people and trying to get, when we get to a place where we just feel like we just want to have people all around us all the time, it's because what I found out is, it just seems like when you have people around you, it kind of takes you away from thinking about it. But then when you're by yourself and when you're alone and when it's just you, it's like you're thinking about it. So it's like, I have to keep going, I have to keep moving, I got to keep people around me, because I don't want to keep thinking about how I really feel, and how hurt I'm still am behind what my ex-husband did to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, like, she's traumatized. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, a person that you can be in a relationship with, married to, in love with, they can take you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to take you there. Like, there's a song out by her, the singer Her, and it's called Damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a part in there where she says you can do damage. I mean, people can really, your significant other, a person you've been in a relationship with for so many years, maybe half of your life, that you've been married to, that you love so dearly, that you love so greatly, and that you did so much for. And it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's like a punch in the face. It's like a complete knockout to really experience a situation like that. It's very damaging. It's very traumatizing. It's very disrespectful, and it was very degrading. And everything just played out in the public, and it's like very humiliating, very embarrassing. And it's like, man, how do I pick my life up? Because her life right now is in so many pieces. Her life has been broken in so many pieces. So it's like, how do I pick up the pieces of my life and move forward? And when you don't know how to do that, and sometimes, a lot of times, is you're going through so much, and you think that having a whole lot of people around you, and you think that people that are around you, that it seems like they care about you, it seems like they have their best interest at heart, but you're very broken, you're very vulnerable, you're not strong, you're very weak, and you don't want to have people around you that could see that and know that, and then they use that against you for their own good or for their own benefit. Like, they know you're not healthy, they know you're not stable, they know that you're weak, they know that you're vulnerable, so they're going to say, okay, how can I use this for my own good, or how can I benefit from this? So you also have to be careful with that too. And sometimes you have to go into isolation, and sometimes you have to isolate yourself away from people in order to really process what's going on, and really think about and really think over your life, and really think about, if you want to continue on like this, or that you really need to get the help that you need. You know what I'm saying? And she needs help, and I think what she really needs is healing and restoration, because she's still broken, she's still traumatized, she's still humiliated and embarrassed. She's still vulnerable over what he did to her. And it's like, it sort of makes you sit back and think, just as a woman, like, man, I'm stuck in this rut, but you can move on. It's like, how could you do me like that all these years, and it's like, you can move on with somebody else like it's nothing. But it seems like I'm holding the bag, many pieces of a broken heart. I don't even know how to pick my life up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take Jesus. It's going to take the higher power. She can't do this thing on her own. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take the higher power. It's going to take Jesus. It's going to take the supernatural power of the Holy Spirit to help her. She cannot do this thing on her own, because as long as she's trying to do it on her own, or depending on other people to help her, then she will not really receive, or truly receive, the healing and the help and the strength and the restoration that she really needs, and to be in her right mindset, to be in that right mental state. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes as women, we're like, wow, a man could just move on like that. And I'm struggling to move on, but he moved on, like it wasn't nothing. And I think that's what really hurt. That's what can hurt the most to a woman, is that he moves on with somebody else like it's nothing. But I can't get over it. I can't get over you. I'm still hurting, I'm still broken, I'm still shattered, but you move on with your life, and you're enjoying your life with the next best thing, but I can't even move forward with mine because I'm just that broken. And I'm trying to do everything that I can in my power to suppress this, not to face this, to cover this up. But the truth of it is that she's hurting and she's still broken. So you're going to see the erratic behavior and the the, you know, the unstable. You're gonna see, oh, she's not healthy, she's not fit, she's not competent. Like, you're gonna see all of that, because of just what she's still dealing with and what she's still going through from within. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say it's been a few years since, like, all of that with her husband, and it's like sometimes we become so damaged and we get to a place where we start doing the blame game. Well, it's your fault I'm this way. But how long you're going to stay there? How long are you going to keep blaming him or her? Because the thing about it is they moving on. Like, they're not really thinking about you. And but it's the truth, and a lot of us have gone through it, and it's like, but he's moving on. He's with somebody else. He's with somebody new, you know, and like, nobody wants to get cheated on. Nobody wants to find out that I've gave this person all of these years of my life, and I find out that, man, they've been cheating, they got a baby on the way, they've been using my money to take care of this woman. So, I mean, it was just a really messed up situation that can really do some serious damage, you know, that can really traumatize a person and really take a person down, you know, just the deep end, you know, that a person can just go off the deep end and just really lose their mind over something like that. And I believe that's why she's acting the way she's acting. She's displaying, you know, these behaviors and things like that, is because she still have not gotten past, and she has not healed from what her ex-husband has done to her. And it's sad, and I just hope that she really wakes up before it's too late, and that she really gets her life together. I think other things been playing into that, because I want to say that that one of her parents passed away or was sick or something like that, so dealing with that. So it's like one thing on top of another, but then it's like it becomes so much baggage, it becomes so heavy, because you're not facing the truth of things, and you're not dealing with what you need to deal with. You're just sort of letting it be, or you're ignoring it, or you're suppressing it, or you're just sweeping it underneath the rug. But there's so many things that we encounter that arise, or that we encounter in our lives, that you have to really go head on, and you got to face that thing, and you got to get it together, and you got to face that thing, you know, because it's either going to take you out, or you're going to take it out. So it's either going to subdue you, or you're going to overcome it, you know. So it's like the choice is yours. But I just hope that she really gets the help that she needs, that she receives the healing and restoration and the wholeness that she needs, in order to put her, you know, she lost her show. She doesn't have her show anymore. So it's like, it seems like everything just been crumbling and just sort of falling apart for her. Like, it's not too late to bring it back together. It's not too late to get it together. And I just hope that she finds that. And I just wanted to get on here and just say that. Another video is coming soon. Until next time, you take care and you be safe.